This is a keep. We were really here just for the life gain. Against mono red this makes sense, and we got another backup over here anyway. I think I want to kill something here with Iganjo instead of playing another Reverie. Ooh, Kenra Spell Shaper, very nice. Yeah, this is totally a playable card. Double Prowess, Trample Ward 2, pretty good. And we do into an Emperor, that's pretty nice. Unfortunately this has Ward now, but we can just wait for our turn. I'm exiled on our turn.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. Remember your training.
So we Reverie first so that we get the tokens, and then we can exile the Texan Spellstalker. Yeah.
You're done.
Let's deploy Elspeth here. Make a lifelinker and pass. And just keep making lifelinkers. As long as we do that, and when we can buff the lifelinkers, we should be in great shape. Triple invasion, sure. Just keep making lifelinkers. This sucks a bit, but it's fine.
You started this, but I'm going to end it. I am almost sad to see you go.
Make a lifelinker. Plus the lifelinker. Play Oracle, loot. Do we want to depopulate? I don't think so, actually. Farewell. Guess another Oracle. Shuffle our Emperor's back. Okay, this is a great farewell here. Play our Oracle, loot. Get rid of the Reverie, make a lifelinker. At one point in time, hopefully the lifelinker actually gains us some life. Right? And GG, let's go. War of attrition. Good starting hand, we got a smite for starters. Depopulate Emperor. Oracle here. We just loot through our deck here. Very nice top deck here, the Dissipate. Let's smite the Mastermind. I'm keeping that depopulate for... because they might play a Shield or something, right? We just keep making all land drops here. This is really good for us. As long as we can keep making land drops and we keep upping our land count, even the score gets better. He got an Emperor, that's kind of annoying, but we can dissipate it. Should we though? I actually think that's not worth it. I'd rather draw 3 cards here.
I've learned much during my travels. May your blade strike true.
Yeah, just draw 3 cards, then we're gonna depopulate. And go from there. Now we have a Dissipate open. That's pretty good.
Let your blade do the talking.
Play Elspeth, make some blockers.
I will put an end to this. Is our fight to win. Strike fast and strike hard.
I'm looking for Vanish into Eternity here. Smite is not good because opponent will likely just plus the Samurai again. So let's start with the Oracle and loot. Let's ditch the tower. Because of 7 mana we can play a Wandering Emperor and hold open a Dissipate. Or we can play the Memory Deluge from the graveyard. Yeah, I think we counter the Shield Red. That seems reasonable.
May your blade strike true. I am the Emperor of Kamigawa, and I will protect my people. Show them how we greet our enemies.
Okay, so what we can do here is we can give the Oracle flying. This way we can kill our own Wandering Emperor. Put it back into our graveyard for later use. We make a 2/2 and end the
Let your
turn.
blade do the talking.
Okay, no Dissipate. Let's take another Deluge. Do we want a Vanish? Let's just take another Oracle here. Here's the cool thing, we can just go lockdown, exile on Oracle. Should the lockdown be removed, we get our Oracle back, right? And I think we're just gonna shuffle some stuff back into our library. Dude, Oracle is so sick! What a card, man! 2 mana uncommon. Back, 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 please. Make it 2/2, make a 1/1.
May your blade strike true.
See if we find a land.
This is our fight to win.
Have I played a land yet? I don't think so. Oh, I did. Okay. Never mind. Dissipate is sick.
Remember your training. Have courage.
Oh man! This duo of Emperor and Elspeth is just sick. You like the starting hand? I'll actually lead off with the waste. Against stuff like mono red, we can use Smite right away. There's our Oracle, loot. I think I'm dropping this waste, man. Okay, let's have Dissipate open. Feels so good, man. No fable. I'm gonna cycle this land. Hopefully we find some card draw. Elspeth is actually sick because you can play Elspeth and still have mana open for Smite. Dude, Elspeth is so sick. The fact that she pluses while making lifelink tokens protects her perfectly, it protects you perfectly by protecting your life total is just fantastic, and then the -2 just makes those lifelingers bigger. It's just awesome. Ura Blast. Not cool, man. Okay. Let's kill this Trespasser. Get rid of the demolition field. You know what, I want to try to bait our opponent into attacking with Urabras because we got the Emperor. While we just pressure him.
I'm home. This is what you get for hurting me.
Shelly, huh? Well, let's sack Oracle. And I really want to find some card draw here. Now luckily he can't activate Shieldred yet. Actually, I think the correct play here is to just really go hard on this one token.
I have got new moves to teach you.
And play the second Elspeth here. Make a blocker. I mean, I don't know. She already got Menace anyway. Okay, probably your opponent's got Brotherhood's End or something. Okay. And we actually climb with this deck. This is a hand we can keep. Let's go coast so we can play Smite here. Maybe even start here. Look at this one mana value. Insane. And we find an Oracle. Really nice. Can use Vanish to exile this invasion. Sure. We'll just lean back here. Cycle the tower. Okay, Emperor is kind of sick. Oh, we can real blow out our opponent here. He's gonna choose this invasion. This is a dragon, right? Really? So opponent tries to set up in a way that they can flip all of those battles at once, and actually I don't mind because we gotta depopulate. So the question is, what do we do about this? I think I'll just cycle again. Let's just play Emperor and gain some life, I guess.
I've learned much during my travels. I am almost sad to see you go.
Yeah, we just chill here.
We greet our enemies.
Sure, Elspeth. Gotta vanish here. Playing Demolition Field now is actually great, so they don't get a Mirrex activation. Let's just attack here. Make a samurai.
Keep watch for intruders.
Okay, this is actually really nice because we can save our Emperor and then just wipe the board with depopulate. I'm actually attack first. Okay, got some damage in, it's fine. And we will loot. Actually, I could also shuffle the Vanish back, but I'd rather have a farewell. Now let's actually loot. Keep increasing our mana.
We've got the edge in this fight.
Nah, let's not use Smite actually. Just accept that Emperor dies.
I guess that's it then.
This time we can just depopulate again. Oh. Okay, that's pretty nasty, but it's fine. We really need a vanish into eternity to deal with this forge. Because the damage is stacking up. Revelry for some life. Now the disciples actually don't have trample, and we still got a revelry, so I'll let this resolve. I think that's fine. Okay, now we really need farewell, but let's actually counter that. Can't be sure that we hit a farewell here. Oh, yes! Okay, let's attack first. Farewell, and then we need card draw, please. Memory Deluge or even the score. Oh, let's go! Let's go. That's nice. Now we get to play lockdown. We also got rid of the invasion.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay, let's start winning here.
Strike fast and strike hard.
It's fine. Card draw. Just lock down again. Another samurai.
May your blade strike true. Watch out. I never give up.
Tawara is actually really nice.
Show them Somehow we greet our enemies.
Otawara can bounce the Emperor or bounce a lockdown if needed.
Impressed.
We could bounce the lockdown. Yeah, that Angel Fire Ignition is actually really annoying. Because it also gives vigilance. So yeah, let's bounce this lockdown actually.
Strike fast and strike hard.
I think let's just gain some life. We don't need our card draw, man. Good thing I gained some life.
Until next time, then.
Man, we really need our Planeswalkers, our Deluges. Haven't drawn a single Deluge yet, and we have 22 cards left in the deck. That's crazy. Double Smite is not bad. At least the ignition is gone. Let's destroy land here to thin out our deck. Emperor's perfect, because Emperor doesn't give our opponent cards.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
Sure.
I'm never done for good. My judgment.
Oh, there's a Dissipate, okay. No Deluge, 18 cards left. Oracle also works, actually. Actually gonna shuffle some cards back. Nah, let's find our... we need to find our card draw. That's fine, actually, I don't want to counter that. Hello? Okay, let's start winning. 1 damage a turn. Where are my memory deluges? 15 cards left? Our 4 memory deluges are all in the top. What is the opponent doing? Like bottom 15 cards? What the hell? Finally. Well, there are our deluges, at least. Let's get a land, actually. Elspeth is nice. What is going on? Okay. Make a life linker. I really like the Vanish. Another Oracle for board presence. Don't think need Iganji anymore. Let's buff this lifelinker and get to work. Let's shuffle some cards back. Give me Dissipate, Even, Emperor, Emperor. And this should be GG. Oh my god! Where were our memory damages? Yeah, we can keep this. Revelry, depopulate. Get rid of this farmhand. So that later it won't be a threat. Oh, look at that exile value. Usually our opponent would be able to just get the farmhand back. Heliod, huh? Wait, how do we deal with this? I think we should populate this. I think we have to. Because if this transforms, it's a real big deal, actually.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay, that's fine. We got the lockdown for later. Steel Seraph, okay. Yeah, we're just trying to get to farewell here, I guess. There's no need to do anything. Come on! Give me an untapped land next turn. And we're in business. Okay, it's not untapped, but we know we're gonna get there next turn, so... For this turn, we could actually go lockdown, exile the Seraph. But then we don't have a blocker to protect the Empress. I think just chill one more turn here. We can probably block something here. If needed, we can also... oh yeah. Okay, that's nice. We get even more farewell value. We take 6 damage here, but it's fine. Wait. Is there a benefit to exiling graveyards? I don't really think so. So we exile everything, we get our Emperor back. And I just hope our memory deluges are not in the bottom 15 cards of deck again. Okay, there's the Oracle. Come on, do it. Yes! Okay, let's Oracle here. Go through our deck a bit. Depopulate. I actually want to keep it total. Let's ditch a lockdown, make another samurai.
Keep watch for intruders.
I just want to get to our card draw here. Cool thing about Depopulate is that it destroys the Oracle, which lets us loot even more. Or not.
To teach you.
Really? Aha. Very interesting.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
So this is actually nice because now our opponent has no open mana, which means we can play the lockdown if we like. Play lockdown, preserve our emperor and exile their emperor. I think that's the best play we have here.
See you later.
Yeah? Opponent has a wedding announcement, we still got another Depopulate. And we just want to find our card draw here. We probably Depopulate here again. Okay, Oracle is a sick draw. Oracle lets us find the card draw, hopefully.
We must protect the people.
Opponent is also really looking. But we'll get an Elspeth down here. And then we can start making life linkers. Start getting some of that life back. Ha! We play Demolition Field and they follow up with a Mirax. Exile creatures, sure. Now exile is a bit annoying because of the Oracle. But we got two Planeswalkers on the board, so we do have the advantage here. Okay, nice. So let's get another soldier, another samurai. Show us some cards back. There's no point in looting. We'll just discard the cards. I really like a Vanish and a Farewell. That's what I would like. Everybody hates Elspeth. Oh man! Now the stack is starting to go off actually. What's up guys, MTG Matthew back with another video. So March of the Machine has been out since yesterday and this is the very first deck that I want to present to you from the new expansion. It's a new take on Azorius Control because Azorius Control got some new tools to play with. And not even all of the tools are in this deck, because I think Azorius Control has a lot to experiment with now. But for now, I present to you this version, which with which I had like a win rate between 60 and 70% in diamond rank, so I climbed with this quite a bit. And this is a classic Azorius Control deck that tries to, you know, control the board, put down some Planeswalkers and win that way. And speaking of Planeswalkers, we got a new addition to Azorius Control in Archangel Elspeth. And Elspeth is actually absolutely amazing, especially when we combine her with the Wandering Emperor. And these two Planeswalkers fit together so perfectly, because Elspeth, she's a 4 mana, 4 loyalty Planeswalker. Her +1 creates a 1/1 soldier with lifelink, very important keyword in this meta because there's a lot of aggression out there. And lifelink is really one of the best keywords there are. Because of that, because the ability to pressure your opponent and at the same time, you know, gaining life back while you deal damage is just absolutely huge. Lets you win races against other mid-range decks, or it just pumps up your life total to get out of range of burn against aggro matchups, right? So the +1, really amazing, especially if you put 1/1 counters on a soldier, which you can do with the Wandering Emperor, of course, but also with Elspeth -2, which says put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. It becomes an angel and gains flying. So Elspeth can come down, can make a 1/1 lifelinker, and then next turn she can put 2 1/1 counters on that soldier, make it a 3/3 flyer that swings in and gives you some life back. Absolutely fantastic. Also, the fact that Elspeth comes in with 4 loyalty means that she can, if needed, activate her -2 2 times in a row, right? So if you already have a soldier out from the Wandering Emperor, for example, and you really want to finish off your opponent, there's also the option to just put 2 1/1 counters on the Samurai, give it flying, make it a 4/4, and just go in there. So Elspeth and Wandering Emperor are really a dream team. They go together super well, right? And the rest of the deck is just typical controllers, but we do have another really nice addition from March of the Machines, and that is Oracle of Tragedy. I can already tell this is going to be one of my favorite cards from the whole expansion. 2 mana, 1/3, uncommon in blue. When enters the battlefield or dies, choose one. So you get this effect twice, right? As long as Oracle dies. Draw a card and discard a card, or shuffle up to 4 target cards with mana value 3 or greater from your graveyard into your library. So what Oracle does is, in the early game you can play it for 2 mana, comes down, she loots, right? Which in the early game really makes your draws better. You can find that board vibe, find that card draw that you need. Maybe you're looking for planeswalkers. She has the same effect when she dies, so you can block something against aggressive matchups, and then she loots it even more and really makes your deck a lot more consistent, right? While also protecting your life total a little bit through blocking. But then she also got the second mode that lets you shuffle cards with mana value 3 or greater into your library, which means that this is an Azorius Control deck that can go infinite. Usually you do that with Witness the Future or Devious Cover-Up, but here instead we run a 2 mana creature that can shuffle stuff back into the library, such as Dissipate as our counter spell, Even the Score as our big card draw engine. You can also shuffle back all the Planeswalkers, you can shuffle back Depopulates, Farewells, all the tools we have in the deck to control the board, control the game. And the thing about Oracle is, about its design, is that the designers intentionally made it so that you can only shuffle cards with mana value 3 or greater back into a library, so that the Oracle can shuffle itself back into a library. So Oracle doesn't go infinite by itself. However, the great thing is that Oracle can shuffle Archangel Elspeth back into the deck, and Elspeth has an ultimate, a -6, that says return all non and permanent cards with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Now, Elspeth has a pretty easy time to get to her ultimate, right? Because she pluses while making a blocker, so she protects herself very well. And she's only 2 activations away to get to the 6 loyalty and to get to the ultimate. So very late in the game, it's very reasonable to assume that you can get Elspeth to 6 loyalty, then you -6 her, and you get all the oracles back to the battlefield, which then can shuffle more stuff in the graveyard, and this is the way that you can actually go infinite with this deck. This will rarely come up, but it is relevant, and it gives Elspeth a use for her ultimate, because apart from Oracle of Tragedy, the only non-land permanent we have with mana value 3 or less is 3 copies of Temporary Lockdown, which is also great to get back, but won't be as consistently often in the graveyard as Oracle of Tragedy. Now, that's the strategy of the deck. So that's actually, let's get something out of the sideboard. That's the strategy of the deck, and then the rest of the cards is really just controlling the game and getting there. We have a great new tool for 1 mana for white control decks, which is Elspeth Smite, a fantastic card that I had in my top 10 control picks video. 1 white mana instant, deals 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. If the creature would die this turn, exile it instead. It's just a lightning bolt against attacking or blocking creatures that exiles. Fantastic removal spell. It just really, this 1 mana cost naturally weaves itself into your turns. Let's say, for example, you got 5 mana open, right? With 5 mana, you can Flashing in the Wandering Emperor, or draw cards with Memory Deluge, and then you have still 1 mana left for Elspeth Smite. And it's just a fantastic new addition for control decks. Then at 2 mana, we run Sunset Revelry for our life gain, making blockers. Making just incidental tokens in this deck is just really good because of Elspeth and the Wandering Emperor. At 3 mana, we run 2 copies of Vanish into Eternity, which is here mainly to deal with Planeswalkers, but really with any non-land permanent type, right? Originally, I had 2 copies of Fateful Absence instead of Vanish in this deck. However, Fateful Absence is 2 mana, which means you can shuffle it into your deck with Oracle of Tragedy. So instead, we go with Vanish into Eternity, which costs 1 more mana, but is also way more flexible. 3 copies of Temporary Lockdown. I think at this point, if you play a control deck that runs white and you don't put Lockdown in, you intentionally are making your deck worse. It's just so good in this matter, and it got even better because of the Incubate mechanic. This also kills all the Incubate tokens, so there goes that. Then we got 2 copies of Dissipate as our only counterspell, which can be shuffled back with Oracle of Tragedy. Even the Score, which is more a higher cost card, lets us draw X cards for blue, and X. Originally, I also had Silver Scrutiny in here, but again, Silver Scrutiny has a mana value of 2, so we can't shuffle it back, so instead we got even the Score. And then 4 mana, we got our Planeswalkers, Elspeth and Wandering Emperor. 3 copies of Depopulate as a straight up board wipe. 4 copies of Memory Deluge as our main way of drawing cards. And then we also run 2 copies of Farewell as our blowout spell, right? Really hits a lot of decks really hard. It benefits decks that run Planeswalkers like our deck, and this is also the only way in the deck where we have Graveyard Hate, which is relevant against Reanimator decks. And then finally, for land base, the only thing I want to mention is that we run 3 copies of Demolition Field, which is actually totally fine. I had 0 problems running 3 colorless lands in the deck. And the reason we got 3 copies of Demolition Field is because a real problem for this deck can be the Mirrex, right? If you don't get a foothold on the board with your Planeswalkers, the Mirrex can be a real pain in the ass producing those Might tokens every turn. And this can really, cost you the game. And to prevent that from happening, we run 3 copies of Demolition Field to destroy your opponent's Mirrex. And that's the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the first video of March of the Machines, and I see you guys soon.